Yeah, hi everyone. Today question is lead code 1963 minimum number of swaps to make the string balance. Now here we are giving a string. The size of the string is n is even. Now exactly n by 2 character is the opening brackets and n by 2 character is a closing bracket. Now how can we balance this string? This is the some steps we have. Now a and b, we are giving a and b, both a and b are balanced, means opening bracket and closing bracket. First opening then closing. After that, in the second one, if your c is balanced, c is already balanced, means opening bracket and closing bracket, we assume that c. And outside here, if starting one is opening, ending one is closing, this is also a balance, we can consider as a balance string. We need to swap a balance bracket any number of times, but we need to find the minimum number of swaps to balance our string. Okay, this is okay. Now here the n value is 10 to the power 6. Okay, we will understand in notepad. Now here the first test case is opening, closing, closing, opening, closing, right? This is our string. Now here this bracket is not balanced. This bracket is not balanced, but the inner one is balanced, already balanced, right? Can we swap this one and this one? Right, we can swap this one and this one. Stack index 0 and index 3. The resultant would be this. Now that means here is string is balanced. Assume that this inner one is already balanced. The outside one is opening bracket, closing bracket. That's fine. That means our string is balanced. In minimum number of steps is 1. Okay, in the second test case, close, 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 open, open, open. Here is, if we are assuming here, we are all the 3 brackets are closing. That means there is no any single balance bracket. That means can we say that here is at index 0. At index 0 will be swap with, this is the indexing, we can mark as at index 0 will be swap with index 4. At index 0 swap with at index 4. Now the resultant output will be opening, closing, closing, opening, closing, opening. Now only one swap. These 2 set will be balanced. The first one is this one and second one is this one, right? After that, in the next swap, this is the closing bracket and this is another one is opening bracket, because equal number of times we have opening and closing, so we need to check how many opening bracket, same as closing bracket we have. Now this is the closing bracket, this is not balanced, we need to balance here, right? We need to balance this one bracket. How can we balance it? Assume that this one, this at index 1, at an index this one 5, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can swap both. If we are swapping both, the resultant would be opening, opening, closing, opening, closing, closing, right? This is our bracket. This always this is balanced, this is balanced, and outside this is also balanced, right? That's mean in the, this is the another step. In the 2 step we can balance our string. So here we are one conclusion for this one is, if we have a closing bracket, we need to calculate how many closing bracket we have, because total number of closing bracket will be let's say for the closing bracket is here is 3, right? Then the first starting to closing bracket will be handled by only single steps. Another closing bracket handled by only one step, because other bracket is not, because we have only three closing bracket. Let's say for we have a 4 closing bracket. Okay, we will take another test case. Here open, here is close, right? We will have another closing bracket, right? We can assume now here at index 0, at index this one, we can show up both, right? If we are swapping both, this is look like that, right? This is look like that, means this bracket is already sorted, this bracket is already balanced, this bracket is already balanced at index 0 1 at last index. After that, in the middle one, we can check for this middle one is again same thing. We can do that, we can swap this means opening closing opening closing opening closing. That's mean we can calculate how many closing bracket we have. If we have a closing bracket is total number of closing bracket, we can calculate it here. Total number of closing bracket, let's say for n equal to 5, then to n equal to 6, that's mean our minimum will be 3, because one bracket, because two bracket, we can swap a two bracket, right? They will balance out two sets, and the another closing bracket will be balanced another two sets, right? Because here this is the closing bracket. Now we want a opening bracket here. For in this case, this will be going from opening bracket, and this opening bracket will be going for closing bracket. They are managed two sets of our balance string. And this is our final answer. How can we do that? Let's say for we have a string opening closing 3 3 3 6 7 8 9 10. Let's say for this is our string. We need to manage this. This is already now here. Currently we are standing over at index 0. Now here this is already closed. That's mean we need to swap this current index, because we don't have any opening bracket to balance this one, right? We need to swap. That's mean our swapping count will be updated by 1. After we are going to hit index 1, here same, there is one, we can assume that this is the opening bracket, and currently my opening bracket is 0, because opening bracket will be managed a closing bracket, right? Here opening bracket is 0, we cannot manage it. We can go from next step and update here count swap here. Same thing here, we can update here count 3, and here currently standing over I here. Now we have a opening bracket. We can update the opening bracket, because from next time we will check from the closing bracket. Now here same thing, update here opening bracket. Here same thing, we can update here opening bracket. After that we are coming from closing bracket. We already have opening bracket. Opening bracket will be balanced a closing bracket, right? We can decrease that opening bracket by 1. Same thing here for I, we can update here our opening bracket, right? I think 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3. Okay, balance. After that, here is updating our closing bracket by 1, going from here I. Now here the opening, this is the opening bracket, we can update here 2. This is also opening bracket, update here 3. That's mean total we need to show a 3 bracket, because this one is already balanced, right? This one is already balanced. We need to balance this bracket and this bracket, right? This bracket and this one bracket, we need to balance this. And swap is 3, because if you have a 3 opening closing bracket, same as you have a 3 opening bracket, because we didn't make any pair. Now 3 swaps, how many? Now here let's say for this first one swap, we need to this swap this one and that one. What is the final conclusion will be? Opening, closing, closing, opening, 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 closing, closing, opening, closing, right? This is our balance one, right? Now at index 1, we can swap at index this one bracket and this one bracket, and the final conclusion will be this here, right? In only one swap. But here this will be balanced, this one bracket will be balanced, this is also will be balanced, but this bracket is left. We can swap both, right? Right now this is balanced at index 2. That means at total number swap is 3. Swap plus 1 divided by 2 will be your answer, right? If your swap is 4, that means the swap here in even number of orders, directly from 2 swaps will be balanced 2 pairs. Same thing here, other 2 swaps will be balanced at 2 pairs. Now here your swap is 3, your first 2 swap will be balanced at 1 pair, another swap will be balanced only single pair, right? I will show you the code. The time complexity first second, the time complexity is O of n, space O of 1. We haven't used any space. This is the time, right? Okay, this is our code. Now here we are taking the opening bracket and swap. In the opening bracket, opening is calculated, the opening bracket, swap is how many swap we need. After that we are checking here the opening bracket. If your opening bracket will be there, we can increase the size by 1. Otherwise, if your opening bracket is there, opening bracket will be greater than 0. That's mean we will handle, because your current bracket is closed, the opening bracket will be handled. Then open minus 1. If opening bracket will be 0, we can increase our swap by 1, because we need to swap this exactly closing bracket. After that, in outside the loop, a total number of swaps plus 1 divided by 2, because every 2 swaps will be balanced at 1 swaps, right? And after that we are returning our answer. Yeah, thank you.